Alright, so we're back. I set up an image here from one of my favorite movies against another image on the OLED that shows some color and some flesh tone so you could get a comparison. Now this is with all the lights still on. If you remember, we opened the window. We have that has two lights in it. You see one, but it's because one right behind the other. Those are 800 watt LED bulbs. This one above us has three 800 watt LED bulbs, the little flat ones. So it puts out a good bit of light in here. And then we've got all the ambient light that's coming from other areas. And you can see this is all white gloss that's bouncing light here and there and everywhere. You can see the light that's coming through the window. So this is how it performs under a highlight environment. And you still got great sharpness, great color. Now I will tell you, I do have the settings. Let me check here real quick. If I remember correctly, I think my settings are all at 50. There we go. So you can see that. So it's standard settings. I haven't juiced anything up. I could. I can juice things up, change it around a little bit here, get things more vibrant. You can see that. But we'll go back to our 50 and kind of keep everything there. Okay. But then, as the day goes on, or you can watch it completely in a room, a lit room like this, and get an excellent image. Or let's go ahead and cut a couple of things off here. And we'll just kind of drop these things back into place. Oh, I'm buffering. There we go. So you can see that it's not an OLED. Ooh. It's not going to be an OLED. But what it does do is deliver a great image, and you don't have to set in a completely dark cave to be able to get a beautiful image. Very good color balance. If you were looking at this against, and you can notice that between the three, and you've seen the colors, the Mamba that's on the right is a little bit darker than the Daystar, and the Daystar is a little bit darker than the Crete, which is on the far left. But in the image, you can't make out that big of a difference, and that's because of the reflectivity factor that's built into the screen. Apologies for the screen, it's swayed a little bit underneath my ceiling fan. But that's what we do. I set out to do this for my own personal home, and months later, this is where we arrived, and this is something that we're going to be putting into some of our commercial installations. I would love to show you on a big screen in my house. The only problem is that the room that I'm going to be putting all this in, we had a termite situation, so I had to gut the room all the way down to the floor, and we're building it back up now. So I'll definitely have a big kickoff whenever we do our home theater situation in there, because we're going to have a big panel area and all kinds of fun stuff. But for right now, I'm using test panels here. Now we'll be using this middle one here, the Daystar. I'll be using that one on a commercial installation we're going to do later this month, and I'll have videos for that as well. That's going to be in a very large room. It's a church life center that has a lot of LED lighting at the top because it's used secondarily as a gym. So we've got to put something in place to defeat the light. So I'm really excited to be able to show you the videos and how that's going to work, because we've already done some pre-test and it works beautifully. But if you have any questions, please look in the description below the video and reach out to us via email, and we'll be glad to answer any questions for you. So this is beautiful, this is cheap, and this is effective. So thank you.